the time Kurt Cobain accused Tool of being a shameless ripoff. How did this all come about and what's the story behind it? Let's go check it out. So before we get into this video, I'm going to preface it by bringing up the Quay brothers. That's Stephen and Timothy Quay. They are stop-motion animators. They would create music videos for bands, and most of their animation films featured the use of puppets made from doll parts, and that's what they did, so we'll mention that before we get going. And Kurt also, he was a fan of collecting dolls and creating sculptures and stuff like that. That is well known. And he actually had an idea for the Lithium music video, a music video that we never really got. We did get one, but it was just a compilation of live clips and stuff. But Kurt actually had a proper, real idea for the video. And it was going to be using dolls and doll parts and stop motion and stuff like that. So he wanted the Quay brothers to work on it. And he actually asked them to direct the video, however, they refused the offer. Kurt answered this question saying, "Yeah, I guess we failed to hire the people who do puppet animation in time for the release date of the video. So we just scrapped the idea. Actually, we just put it on hold. We're still working on it. We still want to do something with puppets."
At the time, I wanted pretty much a rip-off of the Brothers Quay. You know, not a rip-off, but, you know, using the same imagery. But, because I make dolls, I've been making dolls for years, and it just turns out that those are the dolls that I make are a lot like Brothers Quay dolls that they use. And when I first saw their short films, I was just amazed. It's like, God, this is the neatest thing I've ever seen. And that's my mind, you know. And it was just, you know, it was just put on the back burner. But we're still working on it.
Now, unfortunately, that video was never made, of course, as we all know. Would have been really cool if it was. Lithium, a very awesome Nirvana song, and would have been really cool to have a video like that to it, right? Maybe the cover of the Lithium single was a slight hint as to where Kurt was going with the idea for the music video. So it is speculated then that Tool, or more specifically lead singer Maynard James Keenan, took that idea that Kurt had for the Lithium video, and he used that idea to make Tool's groundbreaking music video Sober. Sober, of course, which came off Tool's debut album Undertow, which was released in 1993, and the music video for Sober came out in 93 as well. Whether or not Maynard James Keenan took Cobain's Lithium music video idea with the whole stop-motion deal and put it onto his Sober music video is up for debate, I would say, but nevertheless, the video for Sober was definitely influenced by the Quay brothers and their stop-motion animation. However, Cobain took it a step further by saying that it wasn't just an influence, but blatant plagiarism. Here is a clip of Kurt Cobain in 1993 talking about the Sober music video.
That'd be cool. Have you seen that Tool video?
You know, oh God, I hope they get sued.
You did a great job ripping them off, but it is so...
It is such a rip-off. Yeah. It's a shameless rip-off. Yeah. I mean, I wanted a Brothers Quay style, but I didn't want anything like that, you know. That was terrible. I mean, it's a neat video. It's really nice to look at, but I mean, I'd rather watch a Brothers Quay video, you know.
Yeah, God, I mean, even down to like stuff coming through windows on walls.
Yeah,
so,
meat going through tubes and
yeah.
I mean pipes and shameless. They'd be slapped on the wrists for that.
So Kurt there talking about the Sober music video and how it was such a shameless ripoff of the Brothers Quay, and even stating there that he hoped that Tool got sued over it. So it seemed that Kurt wanted to make a music video for Lithium down those lines, but as he stated there, nothing like Tool had done, not such a shameless ripoff. It seemed Kurt would have done more his own thing. But it was thought that Tool somehow got wind of Cobain's idea and they went ahead and more or less copied what Kurt wanted to do for Lithium, and that's how they made the Sober video. Now, as I mentioned before, that is up for debate whether or not Maynard James Keenan and Tool specifically took Cobain's idea and just stole it, and then they made Sober. The Sober music video was definitely heavily influenced, and some would even say a ripoff of the brothers' Quay work, no doubt about that. That is not in question, but did Tool get the idea for Sober from Kurt Cobain and what he wanted to do with Lithium? That's the question. And that was the rumor. I mean, Kurt had talked about the ideas for Lithium openly in magazine interviews and stuff like that, so Tool certainly could have got wind of it that way. Did they take it? Did they steal Cobain's idea? Well, I guess you would have to ask the members of Tool themselves. That would be the only way to get the answer, right? But as a side note, damn, how cool would have that been to have seen a Lithium music video with that stop motion animation and stuff like that? Cobain was going to make it, but he never did. But that would have been cool to see. But guys, that'll do it for today. Thanks heaps for tuning in as always. Be sure to leave us a big thumbs up on the video. Subscribe to the channel if you haven't already. We'll catch you next time.